Hello there, it's Jeanette here from my home studio in the UK, which I've called Far Forest Ceramics. I've got a kiln opening which I'm quite intrigued about today because I've got a few pieces in there that I've done as some pots with some new glazes I've used on my new test tiles. But also at the bottom I've got a very much experimental project using glaze chips. And I went a little bit OCD and made multiple individual pots of glaze chips per glaze colour. I know I'm getting obsessed with my testing, but down the bottom we've got some exciting stuff that could be a total disaster, could be okay. So I'm going to try and do two cameras. My son's helping me very much with the editing and the audio and all the filming and that at the moment, so bear with us, work in progress, but it's great to see how this develops. So I'm going to open Bella and see what we've got. Now on the top shelf we're also going to try and see if I can slot it, I'm saying the royal I, my son, if he can slot in a photograph of this top shelf before I open the kiln. So I did a set of 3 plates and I had texture on them. I did try to put some bluegrass stroke and coat in the texture and then washed over with Norse blue. Don't know whether it's going to come through, and I've only done 2 coats of Norse blue. I normally do 3 coats of Norse blue. So let's see. Top shelf is 2 plates. Let's see how it goes. Fired to cone 6. Really cold, 14 degrees. Been cooling overnight. Here we go. I don't know. Initially colour I like, but then I'm looking closer. This texture here was supposed to be highlighted with bluegrass, which I also put cobalt wash in as well, cobalt oxide in as well. I'm not sure. I think that needed an extra coat of Norse blue. And this looks like it's got warpage on here as well. Let me look at the little one first. That's the worst. So this one I did. I really don't know. I think I might go for a refire on this. So I put some texture in. I did them on my Heartland Noble formers and I let this one fall over to see. Oh, it's a nice edge on there. And the 2 coats is working quite well under there. And that one's fairly flat, did a very small foot on that. I'm not sure if I'm liking this overlap because it's very irregular. I'm preferring the sharp upright here. The textures come out nice. I like the half side and the one side, but me putting actual colour in the texture hasn't worked at all. What I was trying to achieve was something I did with some other pieces here where I put in a texture, but I piped in some stroke and coat, so maybe I didn't put enough in. Yeah, don't know. But it hasn't come through. However, the cobalt oxide I put on the rim has come through and I do like that effect. But what I don't like is the wishy-washy blue, Norse blue, because you can see my brush strokes, and with the texture that's competing. So I don't like that. I'd have preferred a more solid colour, either just this lighter colour or just this darker colour, and I think the lighter colour with the texture. So I'll definitely be using that in my studio, but it's wonky. I took it off the former too soon, so I'm learning. But yeah, this one, I don't think it's a lost cause, but I don't like these brush strokes of the Norse blue, and that's got a bevel on it. I'm liking the cobalt oxide on the rim. But what I did, and I shouldn't have done this, so I've got to trust that that's not going to run. It doesn't need to sit on any cookie, but I put a cookie the opposite way round to give it some support, and I can see there that it's bellied, so this has dropped down when it's been in the kiln. So I should just put it straight on the shelf in future. They don't need these because I'm doing just 2 coats on the back, so I should have put those straight on the kilt, and if I'm on the kilt, on the kiln shelf, and if I've got a very low foot, it's not going to sink. I do like the tones though, and I love the texture, but it doesn't actually need anything inside. So that texture there is really lovely on its own on one side. I like that, but I'm just going to do one colour next time with something on the rim. So not a total waste of time. Okay, so we are now going to, let me put my stuff away, all these things here. So we're now going to go down to the second shelf. So hopefully we're going to bring up on shot now some images of what we've got on the second shelf. So Really, this firing was for my glaze chips. But what I did was glazed a few pieces in the kiln, some mugs, and I've tried to do pairs. They're not exact shape and they're not exact size, but they could be classed as a pair. So I've thought, put them in the same glaze option and they might look like a pair. Could be a his and hers if one's a bit bigger and one's a bit smaller. And I have got one piece that was supposed to be a mug. The handle fell off. So then I smoothed it down and then I cut some texture into it. And then I thought, is it going to be a handleless mug? And then decided I'm going to make it to a plant pot. So it's been evolution. So hopefully you can see some images of what we're going to see now on the next shelf. Another small platter that's part of that set of 3. And then these mugs. Are we ready? Now this one I'm excited about because there's some new glaze combos in here that I've tried on test tiles. Oh! Hang on. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Come on, come on. I get nervous. Why do I get nervous? This is stupid. Okay. I'm not going to look when I lift this off. You're going to see it before me. How crazy is that? Let me put that down. What's he look? Oh! Oh, these! Oh, wow! Oh! Oh, 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 oh. I love my mugs. Oh, from the top, they're looking brilliant. From the sides, they're exactly what I was hoping for. I'm just hoping there's no drippage. I can't see any drippage. Oh, I am so happy. Okay. Oh. Why do I get so excited? I need to calm down, Jeanette. Oh, so this plate... Oh, this plate, slight bevel, not as bad as the other, and not as noticeable. Actually, those two together, if I take away the small one with the funny lip, those two are actually very nice as a set, aren't they? I think I'd improve the glaze combo in future so I haven't got that wash, but they're really nice. I like that. That's nice. It's grabbing on me. Everything shouldn't be perfect, Jeanette. So, okay, what we're looking at now, I did, first of all, let's go for the texture. So, the mug that the handle dropped off, that I then carved, I have tried this combination on it, which was, that was cobalt wash in the texture, rubbed back, added stone denim on the top. So let's have a look at this one. Is it stuck? No, it's not stuck. It's not stuck. Oh, well, it's not done what I thought it would do. It's not gone like the test tile, but I still like it. I expected more of the cobalt oxide to come through, which it has on the rim. And I can see my brush strokes in that direction, which maybe I need to brush the other way. That rim there is not bad. Oh, my hole has created a slight crack there, but this is going to be for a planter, like a succulent or something. I do like the texture on that, and that texture would suit a plant pot, wouldn't it? And I just did one coat on the inside. So this is on Millennium, like a white clay, and that stone denim has gone brown with one coat inside. And I quite like that. It's quite a rustic look. So for a little planter, that's very nice. Not what I expected, but nevertheless, still very nice. Okay, so next I'm going to go with my blue one. So I'm saving my favourites, which are these two over here. But these two here, this is when I said his and hers. Daddy and baby, daddy and mummy. So I did Celadon Bloom on the outside. So this was my test tile that I tried. So this is Celadon Bloom underneath with blue hydrangea on the top. One of my new test tiles that I tried out. 2 coats of Celadon Bloom. Please don't be stuck. No, it's not stuck. So I did white on the inside. Oh, God, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, that is gorgeous. Need to sand the bottom there. Oh, wow. Oh, that is gorgeous. Let me get my other one out. Oh, no, this one's stuck. 2 hands. Let's see. No, it's not stuck. It's just... Why is it stuck? Oh, it's just... Why does it do that? I don't know. Oh, yes. Oh, I love those. So I decided to go for a fresh white inside, and I did 2 coats of white gloss inside. Can you see how they're not the same shape, but this one's a little bit bigger than this one, but they do look actually more like a pair now they've been fired. The handles feel very nice, a double handle on those. Handles not too big, they're not above the rim, they're not below the base, so they would stack upside down on a shelf. The rim there is not too bad at all. I've managed to get that fairly neat. It's a nice rim. Slightly going out on this one. It's a bit, yeah, and it is slightly going out on that one. But you know what I love? Celadon Broom, where it's crystals, it has these bursts of white. Blue Hydrangea also has these bursts of white. So they've both got this burst of white. So it's almost like the glaze is meant to be these two together. And those tones are stunning. I love the crystal movement. I love the fact there's not too much drippage. I could potentially add some flux there if I wanted drippage, but I do like the half and half. I really like that. I think that's a very fresh combo. Happy with that. Very happy with that. Oh yeah, very happy with that. I'm liking that. Okay. Oh God, I love a kiln opening. Okay, now these two, oh my God, please don't be stuck because these look stunning from the side, what I can see. So this is my test tile. This was what I was trying to recreate. Yeah, let's see. So I have done, it's quite one that's used on Instagram quite a lot. So it is birch with cordovan over the top, but I also added cobalt wash. Look at my inside, cordovan. I love cordovan on the inside. It's got a richness to it that, I don't know what's in there. Let's take that out. Inside is lovely. Look at that. Oh, wow, this must be one of my favourites so far. Oh, yes. Look at it. Oh, the rim. So the cordovan on the inside, 2 coats of cordovan inside. And then I did 2 coats of birch, followed by 2 coats of no, that's right. That's right. Yes. 2 coats of birch on the outside first, not inside. Then I did cordovan on the inside and coming over to here. You'll have seen on the image before of cordovan. And then I added the cobalt oxide just on the rim, which I absolutely adore that. Handle feels nice. There's like a second row of drippage down here of the birch, but it's not like a heavy drip, which is nice. And I love this transition here. Smooth. Oh, look at that rim there. Neat. Wow. Let me look at the other one. Oh, it's come off. Oh, how incredible is this? Oh, that movement. I am doing more of these. Oh, yes. Look. But you know what I also love? It's not heavy drippage. So, oh, look at that. It's not like... Oh, I don't know how to explain, but that looks very organic. Lovely neat rim. Cordovan on the inside works so well coming over onto this combination. Now those to me are incredible. I think they're my favourite so far. The colours in them. Oh, is it just me? Oh, do you know what? Also, I had, the handles are stuck well, but there was just like a weird crackage, is that even a word, of my slip at this point. And I nearly thought, oh, I can't do them. But I actually plugged in loads more glaze in that area and they've completely sealed and fused. But the handles were on. I need to be careful and see how they perform. So I'll maybe use these at home. But, oh. Now I am loving those. Absolutely loving those. I wonder if they could be in our house as well. Could they be our daily mugs in the house and have a theme on that? I'm loving that theme. Really loving that theme. Oh, yeah. Oh, I do like those. So we're now going to go on to the next 2 layers, which are very much experimental. So I'm going to empty my kiln of the props. And I'm not going to lift the shelf because I'm going to leave you now with some footage of what we're expecting underneath. So hopefully you will now have what I've been working on. So there's no music. This is an Instagram reel that I did, and there's no music because I can't, with the copyright, put it on here. But I went a little bit obsessive and I've been making glaze chips. But I decided to make them in individual colours. And then I thought, I tried one, or my daughter-in-law tried one, and that glaze chip disappeared into a white glaze. So I'm thinking, oh, are all these chips going to work on different glazes? How can I test them? So I thought, okay, I'm going to use chips on a flat surface, not an upright surface. So plates, for example. So I really need to test them on a flat surface. So I just made some strips, flat strips, and then I've got 20 odd glazed chips and about 20 odd glazed bases I wanted to use. And I thought one strip for each glaze and little sections of chips so I can see how do they interact. We will see. So hopefully you've seen that now and you're back now with me. So these are purely for test. I fired them flat. They could have completely melted all off the strips and onto the kiln shelf. That will be a disaster, but we'll see. I only did 2 coats of glaze on the strip and then a tiny sprinkle of each glaze chip, underneath written every one I've done. And they are to hang up on my test tile wall. But we will see. And this one, I can't wait to put my shelf down and look. I'm going to look the same time as you. This could be an absolute disaster. Oh, let's see, let's see, let's see. It's not a disaster. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, there are some there I am definitely going to use. Crikey, I'm going to bring up the whole shelf. Aye, because I'm not going to go through each of these in turn. And the shelf below. Can you see the shelf below as well? Wow. So instantly I'm looking here at, okay, that one. I put them all on little dots to take them off the shelf just in case they dripped onto the shelf. I can easily take that off and grind that down. But that one is Midnight Rain. So you can see on the back all the colours. So basically here, Cordovan, that's Cordovan there. So that is Midnight Rain. So I could then put, to be honest, any of those would work lovely on Midnight Rain. Some of them disappear and you don't even see them. So like these aren't really worth doing. This one would be Frosted Lemon, same principle again. Like there, like I think these would look nice on the Frosted Lemon. I'm not liking, there's some I definitely like. I wouldn't put these on the Frosted Lemon. They like too sharp a colour. That one works very well. That, how yummy is that? They work gorgeous. You can, oh yeah, what is that? Copper jade as a base with all the different ones. That would work nicely. Oh, look at the ancient copper on it. That wouldn't be very good on a plate though, on dinnerware. Is that ancient copper though? What's that one? Yeah, it is ancient copper. What's this one then? These look like ancient copper as well. Cordovan. Sea salt. Look how sea salt's gone. This is amazing, isn't it? How some glazes react totally different. This is where we tried one before on white and we didn't like it, and I don't like any of them on white, which I'm surprised about. This one could have progression. That is on Muddy Waters. It's got a bit more of a metallic feel to it. Not overly keen on the Norse Blue. This could be really nice if I want something a bit more striking. So they're not merging into Cordovan. They're not merging into Cordovan. Oh, what's that? That's gorgeous. So these at the end were some mysteries. So my water that I keep from washing the brushes, I try and keep my light colours, my blues and greens, and my dark colours. So these at the bottom of every tile are the mystery. So I've also got one right at the bottom that I had no idea what glaze I'd made of a chip. It's obviously a birch or something. Maybe it looks like this one. Maybe sea salt. But these ones are mystery at the bottom here, and I love those. See at the bottom of every one here, mystery. Don't know what it's going to turn out like. So that is fascinating. Let me get the other one out and just see if there's any key ones in here that are interesting to work with. See, that's got warmth in it, hasn't it? But some of them, when I just put the odd chip on its own, I don't like the shape of the chip. Some of them blend in more. When I put more a heavy coverage, they have more of a blob. That's got some warmth to it, could be quite nice. I'm not really liking them on here, which is the raspberry mist. Not overly keen on that one. It depends what effect you're going for though, doesn't it? Like, yeah. I don't know. I definitely feel that where I've scattered more, I like the way it's dispersed. So that's blue opal. And I'm going to check and see glazes that had crystals in, did they react differently? But that is fascinating, isn't it? Very fascinating. Oh, that was a good test. That was a good test. And what that's done for me is I am going to more than likely these round plates. And also I've just had some gorgeous new oval drape mould. Let me show you them from Hartley & Noble that I'm desperate to have a play with. So these have just arrived. So some oval drape moulds. My kiln was a little bit too big, so they have done a custom measurement and taken this down by an inch so they fit inside my kiln. But I'm looking forward to doing some of these. So these wouldn't be for dinnerware, or maybe they would be, nice serving platters on the table. But I'm almost thinking that this could be with some chips, like a bit of an S shape in the middle is what I'm visualising, which could be really, really nice on those nesting drape moulds. So, you know, where do I go? Which colours do I combo? But then I'd maybe take a colour and I'd pick 2 or 3 off the strip to try. The idea being that these will all hang by their hole on my test wall. I am going to stop doing test tiles now. I'm going to start making pieces, but I've loved doing this. It's given me so much more inspiration as to combinations, but without doubt, oh my goodness me, these, oh, wow. Wow. What can I say? Wow. I am so proud of these. So incredibly proud of these. Really proud of these. I don't sell anything. I just make this for fun. But actually these, I'd be proud to say, would somebody like to buy those? You know, making something for somebody to buy. Oh, that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this purely for fun. But even if I can recover my cost of materials and tools so it pays for my hobby, that to me would be fun. It's something I do in the evenings and the weekends. And oh God, I love it. And thank you so much for all your feedback and support. It really, really does help in a way I never thought it could. I'm talking to my mobile phone here. But the feedback and from all over the world and fellow potters who are on the same journey and we learn from each other. I am a total beginner. I have no idea what I'm doing. No, I have a little idea of what I'm doing on a very basic level, but I am, do I say I'm a novice now? Am I still a beginner? I've been doing this 12 months from never touching clay in my life, but I don't care what I call myself. It's fun. I love it. I'm enjoying it. And thank you for coming on the journey with me. Thank you for watching this video if you've watched it to the end. And hopefully over the coming years, I might get to meet some of you. I've already met one lady in Bromsgrove and I've got another lady in the UK that we met online in Scotland and travelling to see her in July. It's a 9-hour road trip, but making it a road trip to go and see her. So hopefully I get over to Canada as well because our son is living over there, so Montreal. So you never know, there might be some people in Canada might be able to en route try and see somebody, but thank you for joining me. I'm waffling, I need to go. Take care and hopefully see you soon. Any feedback on the overhead, shots, zooming in, anything you think that could help us improve, really would appreciate some feedback, constructive feedback please. I am a beginner, I'm not trying to do anything amazing, but just trying to do better content. Thanks ever so much for joining me. See you soon. Take care, bye bye.